Welcome to This Explainer. We're diving right into something that's honestly incredibly exciting today. We're unpacking exactly why becoming a facilities coordinator in the UK is quite possibly one of the most accessible, steady, and just flat-out rewarding career transitions you could make right now. And the best part? It doesn't matter what your age is. So if you've been searching for a really practical shift in your working life, well, you're in exactly the right place. Let's get right into it.
So, you're looking for a steady career transition here in the UK. But what does steady actually mean, right? Well, if you're after work that's highly varied, totally practical, and completely away from the wild unpredictability of some other sectors, you absolutely need to know this. Facilities coordinators are in massive demand across the country right now. This isn't some niche, obscure role. It's literally the backbone of how our modern world operates. And that demand is sky high because, honestly, these folks are needed absolutely everywhere. We're talking about corporate offices, residential apartment blocks, your local schools, critical healthcare buildings, huge logistics centers, and just everyday public buildings. The absolute beauty of this? These essential roles are probably practically on your doorstep right now. You really don't have to commute to some massive financial district just to find a great position, because these buildings are in literally every single town and city. Now, here's where it gets really compelling. This isn't just a reliable job to pay the bills. No, it's a launch pad. You start off as a facilities coordinator, sure. But from there, the progression path just opens right up into higher-level facilities management. After that, you can branch out into specialized areas. Think compliance, property management, or even wider business operations. It's an amazingly accessible stepping stone into a long-term, genuinely lucrative career. Moving into Section 1. AI is your secret weapon for day one assistance. Now, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room. If the mere idea of heavy, tedious admin work makes you want to run for the hills, you can absolutely breathe a huge sigh of relief. This is a role where artificial intelligence genuinely has your back from day one. It steps right in to handle that heavy administrative burden. So no, you're not going to be drowning in paperwork. Instead, you'll basically have a digital assistant doing the heavy lifting for you. Just imagine this. You've just walked the billing and jotted down some messy scribbled notes about, say, a broken door and a flickering light. Well, AI takes those rough notes and instantly turns them into clean, professional action lists. It drafts your first-pass emails, handles contractor updates, and even summarizes your calls and meetings with suppliers. It literally organizes your maintenance records into clear headings and preps your checklists for recurring tasks. It's exactly like having a tireless assistant working right alongside you, honestly making you look incredibly efficient. But the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the balance. While AI seamlessly handles all that repetitive admin, the drafting, the organizing, it absolutely does not replace the human elements. There's no way it can replace your judgment, right? It can't oversee physical safety processes on the ground, and it definitely doesn't enforce employer rules. It simply handles the busy work so that you, the facilities coordinator, are totally freed up to focus on the parts of the job that actually need a real human touch. Okay, let's look at Section 2. The day-to-day reality of this practical work. So what does the job actually look like on a random Tuesday morning? Well, the flow of tasks is highly practical. First up, you log a maintenance issue, say a tenant reports a leak. Second, you coordinate the right contractors and schedule their service visits. Third, once that plumber is officially booked, you update your records and action trackers. And finally, step 4, you follow up on any outstanding jobs to make absolutely sure the work was done right. You're basically the conductor of this entire orchestra, guiding every single task from start to finish. But beyond that typical life cycle, your daily reality involves some really engaging, varied tasks. You're going to be communicating a lot, drafting clear messages to staff, checking in on tenants, or chatting with suppliers. You'll be taking care of routine tasks and keeping a close eye on building schedules. And really importantly, you'll be helping out with vital compliance checks. Because at the end of the day, you're the one ensuring the building remains a totally safe environment for everyone inside. Moving right along to Section 3, the honest pros and cons, because it is both repetitive and rewarding. Look, we want to be radically honest with you here. Every single job in the world has its repetitive parts, and this one is absolutely no exception. Yes, for sure, you will spend time updating spreadsheets and management systems. You're going to be chasing contractors on the phone, verifying if a job was actually done, properly logging small, sometimes tedious issues, and keeping those records consistent. But the payoff? It's immense.
You are the person who genuinely helps buildings run smoothly. You solve real, practical problems fast. You literally make other people's days easier just by fixing their environment. And all the while, you're building a career with real, tangible progression. Which brings us to Section 4. Is this role for you? Let's talk about ideal traits. At this point, you might be wondering, do I actually have the right background for this? Well, here's the secret. This role isn't about having some highly specific technical degree, not at all. It's really about your personality and your work ethic. Are you naturally calm under pressure? Are you organized, reliable? Are you the kind of practical problem solver friends go to? And crucially, are you comfortable with consistent follow-up, like actually checking that things got done? Because if you possess these traits, guess what? You already have the core skills required to completely excel here.
And this is exactly why this transition is just so accessible at literally any age. I mean, have you worked in admin, reception, hospitality, or customer service? Or what about care coordination, retail, logistics, or even security support? All of these backgrounds give you the exact maturity, reliability, and practical on-the-ground experience needed to keep things moving. Your past experience isn't wasted here at all. Actually, it's your biggest asset.
Finally, Section 5. Start your LELAIL taster course and take the next step. If you've been sitting there nodding along and feeling like, yeah, this is the right practical move for my future, you can actually try this out immediately. There is a full interactive voice-first taster course just waiting for you right now. It even comes with a completion certificate to give your CV a nice little boost. And it's all inside LELAI. You can find it today at leilai.com, and it's amazingly accessible, available in over 100 different languages. Getting started really couldn't be easier. Just go to the platform and simply use the voice prompt, start the Facilities Coordinator Taster course. Seriously, it's that simple. You already have the life experience, the demand out there is absolutely huge, and AI is standing by ready to help you succeed from day one. So the only question left to ask yourself is this: how much smoother could your professional life look a year from now if you just decide to take this one simple step today?